Arla, Perek Gimel, Mishnah Aleph. The Mishnah starts off and tells us Beged shetzavoi beklipe Arla. A beged, a garment, which was dyed with the shells of Arla fruit. Yidolik, it must be burnt. And the Mishnah is telling us, and the Bartanur explains, that it's not only the fruit of Arla itself which cannot be eaten, but it's even something which is connected to the fruit, such as the shells, the peels, or the seed, which also not only cannot be eaten, but you cannot have any hana from them. Bartanur explains that the Torah in Parshas Kedoshim brings down the pasuk va'avaltem orlosoi es pirioi, and we should treat its fruit as being forbidden. Since the Torah uses the expression es pirioi, it means not only the fruit itself, but anything connected to the fruit, such as the shells, the peels, the seed, etc. All this is also bahana. Why? The Bartanur explains that since the Torah uses the threefold expression va'avaltem, orlosoi, and later on in that pasuk arelim, that is telling me shelo yehene v'lo yitzba v'lo yadlik boyos haneh. It's also bahana, it's also to die with it, and it's also to kindle a light. At this point, the Tosfos Yontif asks the question. This expression that the Bartanur has used, shelo yehene v'lo yitzba v'lo yadlik boyos haneh, which the Bartanur is getting from the Braisa, Tosfos Yontif says, why do I need the lo yitzba and the lo yadlik boyos haneh? Once I already know that it's also bahana, I also know that you can't die with it, and I also know you can't kindle a light with it. And he brings down the teretz from Tosfos there. And he says that since I might have thought that by dyeing something, all you're doing is changing the colour. It's a very intangible type of hana. I might have thought, therefore, that hana is mutter. Furthermore, to kindle the light, I might have thought that since at the time I'm getting hana, I'm actually destroying the orla, that should be permitted. Therefore, I need the expression in the Torah, the threefold expression, to tell me, shelo yehene, and you're not allowed to die, and you're not allowed to kindle a light. The Mishnah carries on and tells us nis'oriv ba'acherim. If this beged which has been dyed with the klipe ola is mixed up with other begodim which are perfectly mutter, kulam yidoleiku divrei Rav Meir. Rav Meir explains to us that they all need to be destroyed. There is no bittul in this issa of ola. You cannot be mevatel it amongst other begodim which are mutter. Why? The Bartanur explains that this is Rav Meir according to his shitta later on in Mishnah Zayin in this perek, which we will see, where he says the expression es shadal koi limonos mekadesh. Something which can be, when it's sold, is sold on an individual basis, not on an estimation, is called a dover choshev. It's an important thing. Something which is a dover choshev cannot be mevatel amongst other things. And therefore, a beged which is sold, it's a darka limonos, it's sold as an individual item, it's a dover chodosh, and there's no bittul. V'chachomim oimim, the Mishnah carries on to tell us that the chachomim's shitta is yale ve'echod omosoyim. That yes, this is mevatel, it's mevatel in 200 parts to 1, 200 mutter begodim in this one beged of klipe, which has been dyed with the klipe ola, it is bottled in 201, which is the normal proportion we use when it comes to ola. We learn that proportion from klai kerem, we learn klai kerem from truma. Truma is actually 100 to 1, but klai kerem has two isurim, both achila and hana, and therefore it's 200 to 1. And says the Chachamim again, according to their shitta, in Mishnah Zayin later on, that there are only 6 specific things which are considered to be a dover choshev and which are not bottle. A beged shetzova beklipe ol is not one of those 6, and therefore there's no reason why this cannot be mevatel. Mishnah Achroina asks at this point, or mentions at this point, that it's not only dafka those 6 things which cannot be in bottle, but the Chachamim agree that any dover choshev cannot be bottle. They just consider here that since the problem is not the beged itself, it's the dye within the beged that's the problem. The dye within the beged is not called a dover choshev and therefore is not bottle. Ad kan Mishnah Aleph.